Hi everyone. So it is Wednesday, so it's time for some Let's Maker It. We're going to continue to work on our digital piano, and I've had a fun idea that I would like to try along with this guy. So that's going to be we're going to add some lights, and well, let's just get right into it. Let me tell you what's going on here. Oh, so we're not live today. I'm currently at school, and you are at home doing school. I guess right now I would be helping students gather. We're gathering more information from another set of second and third graders. Today is the second half of Jesse's crew. So they are going through the dark with their eye patch, no eye patch. We're gathering their information to add to our mega information, our big evidence gathering about whether pirates use eye patches to help them see in the dark or not. So that's where I am. I might pop into the chat every once in a while and say hello. Otherwise, enjoy following along our crazy maker project we're doing right now. All right, so let's take a look at what we got going on here. If you remember last week, we have these big ribbons of wires going to our these buttons here, and last week we had a wire crossed. Oh, that was hard for me, but you can see. So we have a full piano scale now. There you go, right? We can play a song. Right? Some Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Or the alphabet song. Did you know that the alphabet song, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, is the same melody as Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Same melody. That blew my mind. Years I sang those two different songs. Had no idea. Okay, so what I was thinking of is when we have this cool little piano thing, and we can make it look like put it in a nice project box and tie it up with a little bow and make it so it just presses the buttons and sounds good. But what I thought was, what if we could use some lights and get it so that we light up certain lights, and it will teach you how to play a song. So for example, like what if each of these buttons had a little light next to it, and when it lit up, we would know to push that button. So if you don't know how to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, first this light would light, and then you push it, and then the next light would light up, which would be this one, and then the same light would light up again, and then you would have the next one. Right, so it could teach you how to play different songs. So I thought that was going to be a fun idea to try. And I even thought maybe it would be fun to put a little screen that you could select different songs, and you could control which things to light up. But then the problem I had was I couldn't figure out. I didn't have enough pin. Anyways, we'll get there. We'll get there. So for now, we're just going to use some lights, and I'll think about what I want to do, how we want to use the teaching. Okay, so these little lights, let me go to big camera. Camera number 1. So these lights here they're called RGB LEDs. RGB stands for red, R, red, G, green, and B, blue. So there are four little arms coming off of the LEDs. This is the part that lights up. The long leg right here, that is our ground. So when electricity goes through the ground and then through one of these other posts, it will cause that color to light up. So this one is red. If the one all the way on the side here, this one, that is red, and then ground, and then green, and then blue. So we can get, and then you can do combinations. So if you wanted purple, you could do blue and red at the same time, and you get purple. Okay. So the thing I learned today for you super advanced users is that you can use these analog pins as digital pins. So that's just what we're going to do. And if you look up in my code, I have made the first, I have like added the first adjustment here. So I have analog 0 to output LED, and then digital right high. So I haven't tested whether this works. I've read that you can do it, but I haven't tried it. So let's give it a try. So what we're going to do is instead of look how crowded this board is becoming with all these wires. We're going to have double the amount of wires coming out of here pretty soon if we're going to use all of these as lights, right? So what we're going to do is we're just going to add another board over here like this. I could connect these together. I would like to connect them together this way. So anyways, let's get trying on that. So here I'm going to use this LED. I'm going to put, let's see. So honestly, what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of these are going to be all smushed together. So let's put them, how can we arrange this? Okay, got it. So we'll just put the long leg right into this big blue strip. And then we'll put the red into 1. Okay, so now I'm going to need some ground. So let me get a big wire. And we're going to put, we'll put ground over here because we're going to use a resistor to take the current down a little bit. And this guy is going to be put into ground, which is here. Okay, let's just swing it around this way. Can we see? Yes, okay. So we got ground there. Now I'm going to use this little resistor, okay, to resist some of this electric current. So that way our LEDs are not so bright. So it's going to go into our blue strip, and that will ground. Oh, let's push the code over. There we go. Done uploading. And now let us wire this LED up. So this one goes into the same row. Here's a little, very bright. There we go. Now we can see better. Okay, so this one will go into the same row as the LED post that we want to light up, which I think I did red. And then we'll just plug it into 0. There we go. Look at that. We got a light. We got a red LED light. So that worked. So that's super exciting. So let's do the other ones. So now we have to change our code here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and paste, do a lot of copy and pasting here. So let's copy this. This is setting up, this is the one that set up the LED we did. So we're going to set up the next one. So A1, how many analogs do we have there? Goes to 5. We got 5 over there. Okay. So 5. So that's A2, A3, A4, and A5. Oop. So now how many lights am I going to need, guys? Well, I have 8 buttons that do our full scale from C to high C. So I'm going to need 8 LEDs. And we're going to add one more button, because that way you can do free play piano, and then if you push the teach me a song button, it will you can use it to select which song to teach you. Actually, I mean, yeah, I wish that I mean, I'll have to research into how do I get more pins, because I'm having all these ideas. Like, what if there was like a light that selected the song that you wanted, and then you could press, and then you had a couple buttons like next song and then enter button. But I need a lot more buttons. So for now, let's just set up all these LEDs, okay? So we have 5. Now, how many other digital pins do we have over here? Let's see. You know what? It's hard for me to stare right into this LED. So let me just turn that off. There we go. And look, I actually accidentally ran the wire through. Get that unstuck. Okay. So let's see. We have over here, we have 11, 12, 13. So 3 more pins over there. And then we had, so let's count. Ready? We had A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, 11, 12, 13. So that is 9 pins we have. That is perfect. That gives us enough to do 1 LED light for every button note, every note we have, and it gives us 1 new button which we can use to press and say, teach me a song. Right? Perfect. So let's wire all these up. Well, first let's add the code. So we have these. Okay, so now we want to add some new pin modes. So pin mode 11 is going to be LED. Pin mode 12 is going to be an LED. And then we're going to have pin mode 13. Up here. Pin mode 13 will be teach me a song button. Okay, teach me a song. So 13. Okay, so I'm a little crazy, huh? We used every single pin. Now 13 is a input because it's a button. There we go. Now we have to pull all these high. Okay, so let's copy this. Okay. A1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's change the code. A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. I'm sure you guys are like, what is Captain doing? Are you guys talking about Minecraft right now? That's probably what you're doing. You're chatting about Minecraft, watching me do the code and talking about Minecraft, which is cool. Okay. And let's do digital right 13, which is the button. Pull the button high. Okay, that should be it, guys. I think we have set it all. Oh, nope, 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 nope. I got more pin modes to do high. I have to do digital right A 0 through 5. So, oh wait, no, I did digital 0 through 5. I have to do digital right 11, digital right 12. Because we did 13. We did 13 right up there. Perfect. Okay, so we should have 8 LEDs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And we should have 9 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Those are for the digital rights. Let's do, make sure I got the pin modes right here. We have 1 speaker. Yep. 8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. 1 teach me a note button, which is 9. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 LEDs. We got it. Let's push this code over and let's start wiring it up. Uh-oh, I got a error here. It just lost. Oh, it's like, hey, where's the device, man? You unplugged it, remember? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Let me plug it back in. There we go. Now let's tell it. You find it? Okay, cool. Now let's push the code over. Uploading. Done uploading. Cool. Now we can unplug it. Let's do our wiring, guys. Let's do the wiring. Okay. So first let's set up all of the LEDs, okay? So we got one there. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just pulling away the 2 that we're not going to use, and then spreading out. So I'm like, this is the green and the blue. We'll just use red, right? Just spread that out a little bit there. And, you know, if I had like, I mean, again, let's just make it work first, right? So many ideas. This is a great thing about makering, is that when you're making something, you're just like, oh my goodness, I want to, like, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, let's do that. And you have like all these ideas and I want to do them all. But honestly, the best thing to do is just like get one piece done and then move on to the next piece and the next piece. Because if you try to do everything at once, then it's going to just be a big mess and you're not going to get anything done. And you probably get frustrated because it's not the way you want it. So it's better to just have like, get the one thing working. And then when that works, feel like, yeah, I got that done. Feels good. And then go on to the next thing. Make it a little bit better. Next iteration. That's design theory, right? Okay. So now we're going to take this guy, put it into the ground, and then this guy will go into 3. Okay. And we'll do this again. We'll take this, pull it away. Goes into ground and 5. Next, so once we have these all put in, next week what we'll do is we will get them to, we'll wire them up. Get them all in here, we'll wire them up, and we will code them to teach us this. Maybe and so it's less boring. We will code, I'll do the coding on my own, and then next week we will wire these guys up, and then we will practice with a song. Okay? You want to be gentle bending these things. Oh, I'm doing this all off camera. I'm sorry. Let me just like drag my camera all the way down here. That's why it's easier to see. Okay. So what I'm doing is I am just pulling the blue and the green away. And then I have the ground, which I just take the ground. I put it right into the long big blue ground strip. And then I just plug the red right into the board. So see, we're like filling that out. Same thing. Spread away. And then spread these two apart a little bit. Okay, now flip it around. Ground goes into the blue strip, which is ground. And then goes, come on. Come on. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll test these to just make sure they all work. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Spread the green and the blue. And then separate ground and red. We'll put the ground in the blue strip and then red into the row. There we go. Okay, so everything's spread up. Okay, let's plug this guy back in here. Give it some juice. Okay, so we got the first light working. I don't know if this is like gonna focus because this light is super bright. Maybe if I raise this up a little bit. Okay. So we got the first light working. Okay. First light works. Works. Third works. Uh-oh, this one. That one does not work. Uh-oh, did I just break this? No, okay. So I can just touch them to the posts. And this one doesn't seem to want to work. Okay, so they all work except this guy. So what's wrong with you, my friend? What's wrong with you? Well, good thing I got a replacement. So let's just do the same thing. That one might be destined for the garbage. Okay. Replacement LED, go. Into the blue strip, into the column. Okay, let's go down the row again. Oh, I just broke the whole, look at this. You know what, let's get a new wire. New wire. Okay. Yep. Okay, so all my lights work. Look, I can just go boop, 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 boop. Boo, doo, 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 doo. Okay, next we're going to test all the pins. So let's just leave the wire in and let it light. And then we'll move the thing on the board, okay? So that one works. I'm just going down the strip here, right? Plugging each one in. Works. Good. Now over here, we need to try out 11. Good. So wait, why is 11 not working there? Hold on, let's get 11 in. Did I not do 11? Oh, there it goes. I just didn't push it in far enough. 11 works, 12 works, and wow, so 13 worked, but it's super dim. Let's plug it all the way in. Wow, why is that? Why is 13 super dim? So it's like it's bright when it's in any of the other ones, but when it's in 13, it's super dim. Wow, I'm gonna have to figure out why 13 is super dim. I don't know. Okay, guys, this was fun today. Like, we got these lights set up, and it's going to be fun. So the final product is going to look like, it's going to be a little box, and there'll be like an on-off switch. We'll put a battery inside, right? And so it'll have an on-off switch. And then what you can do is you can, we'll have to figure that out. How to do the battery. Okay, so we'll have the battery in there, and we'll have an on-off switch, and there'll be just like 8 buttons on top, and there will have a light over each button, and there'll be a button up top that says like teach me a song. So you push the teach me a song button, you like turn the switch, the power goes on. You can press the teach me a song button, and then what they will do is the lights will light up, and you push the button, and you push the button underneath each light. So if you press them in the right order, it'll play a song for you, and you'll know how to play a little song on our mini piano. Okay? Super excited about this. I hope you guys are having a good time. And I hope that you are like, man, that thing that Captain is doing is pretty cool. It seems pretty complicated, but like, I just hope that you are inspired to know more about makering stuff. Once we finish this digital piano, we'll do maybe some more easy projects. I thought that this was going to be like, this is what happens with these projects. It's like, it forces you to learn things. You know, I thought that this was going to be like a really easy project, like, oh, push a button and make a sound. And then it turned out to be like this much bigger thing. So, okay. Take care, guys. I will see you tomorrow, 1 o'clock, for Pandemic Science. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock, Pandemic Science. Take care.